Hello?
I heard somebody streaming the game too.
Yes, that is me.
Want a co-caster?
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Oh, you're back for game two. You're here for game two. Dorian's back for game two.
Yeah. I am subbed out. Are you already alive or no?
Yeah, we're already live. Welcome back to
Bet.
game two of BMLCS. This is Super Hoagie. As you can see, there's joined with me here is the ADC from the previous game, Guy v Eric. I saw that was a
Yeah.
pretty well played game on the Sivir.
I
Nice
just farmed.
job. Yeah, you just farmed. You farmed.
Which is basically all I do the rest of the time when I'm playing jungle anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
What we got here? Jinx, Emilio, Kane, Vigar, Olaf, Malphite, Thresh, Xerath, Vi, Kaelin. So I don't know about Olaf and the Malphite. I don't know if that's a good lane for Olaf. I genuinely am not sure.
I think it's really good. I mean, early, it just runs them down, right? What's Malphite gonna do to stop that Olaf?
It slows him down. Like press Q, slow him down, slowly attack speed, like until level 6. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I just don't know how that lane matchup actually plays.
However, I do like the adaptation here on DBG's draft. The I do like the vibe pickup here, point and click for the Jinx Meteor.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's their big pressure point. Like Vygar's gonna have damage, but he's so burst heavy that you can kill the Jinx. You can work your way through these team fights.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Arcane squad coming out in this game, just missing the Jason, the Camille, and Heimer and
Jace.
Singed, but
I mean, Heimerdinger was banned. Professor Heimerdinger was banned, unfortunately. I mean,
but
not unfortunately because I hate that character, but
he having three of the main characters from Arcane, you could argue. So that'll be fun to see. We get a little bit of lore going on in this one.
oh yeah, no, absolutely. Let's see. I'm just adjusting some. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm just adjusting some stuff. Just give me a moment, please. Thank you. Pop out chat. That's what I wanted. There it goes. I like the hold on. Sorry. Just mix this out. But yeah, I like the Xerath pick for early Xerath pick because you can technically hide it to support because support Xerath is so prevalent nowadays, so you can't just blindly pick any support you want. Although I would have personally loved to see the Xerath support into Melio because Melio actually has a okay sustain from Cozy Campfire. However, Cozy Campfire isn't meant to use as a sustain tool, even though it has a heal because of the high cooldown. So it's actually very susceptible to poke champions. So I would have loved to see the Xerath support being picked.
It looks like it is Papa Bear going down to support this game, taking the Thresh mantle. I don't hate that. I think Garrett's a really strong support player. I'm not saying he's bad in other roles, but I think get him somewhere he's comfy, get him a potential to make some plays. That could be really good for the side of Deadbot Gaming.
Absolutely.
The other thing I really like in this game is there's not the best engage coming out of VTC here. You've got Olaf and Kane that kind of want to run at them, but don't really have any support to do that. And then you got Emilio, who doesn't, unless I'm wrong, have much engage. He's got a little poke that can maybe sometimes engage, but it's not. You're operating on baby cage bust basically for VTC here, and Xerath outranges literally like everything of Xerath's outranges baby cage. Caitlyn as well can outrange a lot of that team comp. So I think draft-wise, Dabba Gaming has a very strong draft here. They've got engage, they got some disengage with Thresh Lantern, they've got range, they got Eliana's Vi, which is very good, and a pretty good answer into Vygar because you can unstoppable through the cage if you're going for a play. So it's the easy free peel of Vigar pressing cage isn't quite there. So it could be fun to see this. I definitely like the comp of DBG better here. However, VTC has a lot of snowball potential. Jinx Melio, super strong, super good in the late game. Vigar scales well. Kane and Olaf can run over this game if they get a lead. So I
Uh,
think the onus. Sorry.
no,
Go
you
ahead.
go. You keep going.
I just say that I think the onus is on VTC to snowball it early and keep on snowballing.
I mean, to be honest, I think VTC have a lot more of a disengage rather than an engagement. They don't have any real form of engage, other than maybe Olaf run at them, maybe Kane picks. But mostly you're looking to peel back, especially with Melio's Breath of Life. You can actually cleanse a lot of the stuff, cleanse any of the Thresh engages. So if Thresh gets a hook or something, for example, you can instantly, just like how you would instantly cleanse a Thresh hook, you can instantly cast the Melio R to cleanse it and provide 65% tenacity, which can actually add up to quite a bit. So you can actually cut away pretty easily, especially with the speed boost on the Worm Hugs. So you're actually just looking to kite away, and then Melio passive actually works on most of the team except Vigar, because it provides a mini burn GP passive on ability or on hit on the next ability, as long as Melio has used abilities on them. So for example, Kane can, if you go like blue Kane, for example, you get more burst damage with Melio.
You know, if there's a game to go blue Kane, I don't hate this. Like, if somebody can deal with a Xerath Caitlyn, what else does DBG have? Thresh Vi Malphite isn't gonna cut down into Jinx and Vigar, and Olaf can create space long enough in those fights that this might not be a bad situation for a blue Kane out of pedestrian here. I don't think that's what's gonna happen, knowing Sky's kind of play style and knowing that they don't really have a big beef ball if he doesn't go red Kane. But I don't hate it. I think it might be we'll see what Kane transformation he gets. And if he gets blue Kane, you might just go for it and continue trying to snowball and play tempo that way.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. As long as but also DBG's comp is, like I said, you have a lot of engage, a lot of go buttons. Malphite go button, Vibe go button. A lot of go buttons. I just, in the team comp of DBG, the Xerath pick just feels a little odd. And so does Caitlyn, just because, like, if you're going for dive comp, right, you want something that can follow up on the dive, like a Kaisa, for example, on the AD carry, or a Tristana, something that likes to go all in fights rather than try to siege power, poke, siege kind of Caitlyn along with Xerath. So those carries fit more of a siege composition, but at the same time, it could also just be comfort levels for these players as well.
Yeah. Well, I know they're working with the sub and Packer, so they it's probably might have been like, what's the best option here? Okay, it's Xerath. Or like if they had Rob, maybe this is the Lissandra angle.
Lissandra, yeah.
That just rounds out this team comp really well. I know with Trifecta, his champ pool is a little limited, so that probably explains some of that. But Caitlyn's still, I think, okay here. I actually really like the range that it provides. And I need some teamfight control with the traps. Let's pause.
I need to pause and get the actual game. I almost totally forgot to put in load in the game here because I'm a dummy. I'm paused at 13 right now.
Okay, I am as well.
Sorry, I just got out of work, so I'm just a little frazzled.
You're good.
That's fine.
You tell me when to go, and we'll go.
Okay. You're at 13, correct?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Oh, that Melio skin is so nice. Fairy Court, I need to get it, but I don't have money right now. That's okay.
Can't you like do a really far zoom out or something?
Yeah, I can't. How do I do that? I actually do not remember how to do a far zoom out. Camera control.
We do see a five-man stack and bot try. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of level 1 pick potential out of VTC here. Maybe looking for something cheesy. Oh, they're actually okay. It's the delayed invade instead. I like that so much better. Look for the Dorian. Look for this flash hook. We're going to have an early flash coming in. The hook is going to miss, but it's because of the flash from Dorian. You've got a Jinx flash down now to about 6 minutes. And if you are Elliot, you're saying, no Jinx flash? Me like that.
Yeah, no, especially with an immobile ADC like Jinx, that's actually quite huge.
Yeah, that's huge. That's, we'll see if they can capitalize on it. So as far as the far out zoom, it looks like it says it's Control Z and zooming it out, but I'm doing that and nothing's happening.
I will look it up.
Oh, it's Control Shift Z.
Thank you.
Perfect. So here we are. We're seeing sort of mirrored paths. Looks like it's blue start, or bot side start into full clear. We do see a level 1 fight coming out. Now, I don't know if I talked about this matchup, but Olaf definitely going to win this level 1.
Yeah,
Malphite don't have abilities yet. That's a devastating trade to take as Young Gun in that top lane. Taking down super low. Already went on 1 corrupting pot. But she's got 2 more, so he should be able to sustain up and not have to back here. But not happy with that level 1, for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is what I was talking about in the top lane matchup, right? You just throw level 1 is so strong. Oh, the hook lens, and good poke coming in from Mega Fire Kick. Just a little.
Otherwise, kind of standard here.
Yeah.
Pedestrian looking to be a little bit ahead on this clear. I think some of that's because he didn't have to do Krugs yet, but we'll see. I think he actually is a little bit ahead on this clear though. Yeah, and it looks like Iruian looking to maybe make some stuff happen bot, looking for a 3 camp into a play bot side. This is going to be a tricky play to pull off. The hook does land onto the Dorian. Flay coming in onto the trap. Ignite. Down shields coming across, but it's not going to be enough. It's first blood over to Mr. Trifecta on this Caitlyn. And Iruian coming in the flash onto the trap. It's going to be a double kill for Mr. Trifecta. Coming out swinging this game. Said, I'm playing aggressive. I'm not taking the back seat here. We do see a potential for Pedestrian to get some counter jungle on, but if you're Ruron, you're like, yep, I'm taking that every time and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, well played on the side of Dadbot Gaming. Really good hook coming in from Papa Bear, just to with a clean trap right after trap follow up to get the clean kill onto the flashless Jinx. And now flashless Emilio as well.
Yeah, perfectly executed, perfectly punishing that flash. Well done by DBG. And actually, we've seen this lane kind of swing now back into favor of Young Gun. He's got the level 4 advantage first.
Nope.
I don't think he's going to win this extended trade, and he might actually go down. The next Q coming in is going to miss, but they're going to give the kill over to Pedestrian, and he's level 4, Kane, and we got a Vi in a bad situation without flash here. The Q doesn't go over the wall. Unfortunate. But I don't know if Ariane knows he's here. This is going to be some damage coming across. A lot of damage. Pedestrian just going to sweep his way on over the wall. And Elliot is left to pick up what's left in his topside jungle.
Yeah, really well played on the top side of VTC. But yeah, right now, Emilio and Jinx are very vulnerable early. So if you can abuse their early game, they're in a much better position here.
I got to apologize a little bit to Young, and I cast or cursed him on accident. Started taking a good trade, and then overstepped it a little bit. That's the thing with the Malphite. You have to play super slow. Play around your passive shield. Play around your cooldowns. Slap them, run away. Slap them, Q, run away. If you do that enough times, you're going to win the lane in the long run, even if you only win it by just being even, since Olaf's got to win that lane. Or got to get ahead to win that lane, excuse me.
Yeah, Olaf just wins trades just because of axes, I think. It doesn't even matter about the reduced attack speed, just because throwing axes and then catching them resets part of cooldown. It's quite annoying. Why he's such a good invader.
Why isn't there a Draven Olaf skin? That's the real question.
Oh, that is... You know what? Good point.
We do see a potential here for a dive. Urion is down here, is level 4. They're going to call it off, it looks like. Maybe rotate into an early dragon. We saw this last game. An early dragon take. This should be safe, but Pedestrian is on the way. He is Kane. He can get there quicker than some other junglers could, but he still isn't evolved yet, so he's not quite ready yet. All this action being said, we do see a pretty aggressive trade, actually, from Necro Guy, as aggressive as Olaf's going to be there without an ulti. Taking a lot of minion damage. Dragon does go over. Hook going to go wide, but a little damage.
Good
Flash Flay out of Papa Bear into the Vault Breaker out of Aruyan. The Papa Bear going to ultimately take it, say, I did this, I'm taking this.
And we see a ghost coming on
from Necro. He is level 6. Kind of baiting with it a little bit. And we see the all chat question mark. I love it. It looks like it's a fat finger. Oh, unlucky. It was kind of funny to watch, to be fair.
It was fun. I was like, wait, what's going on? I'm confused.
Well, he kind of popped it and just looked at him. So we got about a 900 gold lead here for Dadbot Gaming. Mid lane going pretty even. I don't know that I'm surprised by that. Neither one really has kill pressure without a gank assist. Panda might be able to, but it's hard to get consistent poke onto the Xerath, so he's never really got him low enough. Big lead breaking out in the top lane.
I really like Panda's itemization here with the Catalyst of the Aeons, the Roa. Ooh, good lantern to bring the Caitlyn in, possibly for an engage, but nothing comes out of it. That's fine.
I don't know. Part of me likes it. Part of me thinks I would have rather just seen him go for Ludens. I think Veigar doesn't want to be in the scrap. It's not like Silas, but I mean, it's still not bad. I think it's still a good item.
The thing is, right? There's no frontline on. Not that we want Veigar frontline. Not that we want Veigar frontlining anyways. Oh, good hook coming in
from. Oh, he's gonna get the flay in. I don't know what that ability is because I don't play Melio, but
it is the cozy. That's the cozy campfire, the one that extends everybody's range.
Okay, noted. It does look like it's gonna be Red Cane. We see the early Chain Spike Whip, which to me is signifying Gore Drinker. Papa Bear looking for another play, does land the hook on a high ground, taking it into the 2-man flay.
Really good Mega Fire
disconnect from I am a high ground to cancel that lantern. Damage trade still in favor of this bot lane from DBG.
However, really good disengage with a Mega Fire kick from I am the high ground.
Indeed. Because that probably would have been a kill onto the Dorian. Caitlyn does have his 6 now, but Dorian did get back before the ult could come through the Hasten Hall. But we see a roam coming. Here's the ulti flashed by Fleeing Panda. All the other abilities going to miss just because they're... Well, Hasten Hall can't miss, but Hook going to miss because it's out of range. Panda staying alive, does have to blow his flash. Well flashed. Not an easy thing to flash a Malphite ulti, so good on Panda.
Yeah, no, that's a hard one to flash for sure. But yeah, I think this, if you can slow down the early game for the side of VTC, they actually scale very well because of Jinx Veigar.
True.
It scales very well.
My only worry is getting on top of the Xerath Caitlyn. So if they can get on top of Xerath Caitlyn consistently, I agree.
And I think
Gaming has it.
I think that's why Pedestrian's going Blue Cane, right?
I don't think he is. He's got Conqueror. He's got Chain Spike Whip. I think it's going to be a Red Cane game.
Okay.
That's what this is signifying to me. There are hybrid builds you can play with Blue Cane. So maybe he could, but I just think you'd just be happier if you're going Conqueror and Gore Drinker. You're going to be happier just going Red Cane. It's not like you don't get value out of it. You're playing into Thresh Vi Malphite. There's still tanks to go be a better version of a tank. That's
fair. No, that's fair. But yeah, it's just hard to get onto Xerath Caitlyn, and Melio being very susceptible to high range characters, it's not going to be able to affect that backline very well. in my opinion. Not a broken character, just have some weaknesses.
Malphite's kind of stupid to lane against, because that trade looked so unfortunate for Necro Guy, and he's up a lot. But the hook coming in out of the door, two-man flank, gets the flashed flay. We got a fight's coming across on both sides. We're going to pick up the kill in top lane. We see Pedestrian here for the counter play, though. Lantern not quite where it needs to be, but we're going to get the flash away from Mr. Trifecta, and they should be safe from this. The hook fishing, not quite going to land. Kill over to DBG, and well-absorbed pressure by Mr. Trifecta and Papa Bear. You love to see that as your team is making a cross-map play, getting a kill onto Necro Guy. Play it safe, don't die. Looks like it is going to go into a dragon for the side of DBG, but this is kind of trading down for them. They're kind of taking the best of no options, and they haven't even secured this yet. Papa Bear looking for a play. Gonna get the two-man flank and gonna get the hook onto I'm the high ground. But Pedestrian has already gotten one kill in this fight. Panda is here. Gonna get the baby cage onto Mr. Trifecta. Gonna come in with some kills as well. Shut down. Going to the side of Pedestrian. And now we've got Dorian trying to get a little bit excited. Gonna get a little bit taken down just a hair on it. But lots of kills coming over. We could see a potential cheeky thing here from Packer Diehard, but instead it's going to be the cheeky thing from Panda coming across. Flash coming in, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get into range of Packer Diehard. They shouldn't. But Pedestrian now is huge. 3-0 early. Up camps onto the enemy Vi. He got a shutdown there. Could be on a risk. Oh, good flash. Getting flashed just out of vision range from Arion. Couldn't get the cease and desist onto him. That would have been really problematic because now he's got the shutdown, and that would have been a big swing back in the favor of Arion on this Vi. So, honestly, very well managed mid-game skirmish there by Pedestrian and Fleeing Panda and Dorian. Not that High Ground didn't play well, he just wasn't alive at the end of it.
Yeah, well played. Yeah, I agree. Well, good rotations by the side of VTC to secure that dragon and secure some kills. Secure some gold back into VTC's pockets.
Gore Drinker's done. This is the moment I was talking about. This is where I really want to see if VTC's going to win this. They got to push this tempo. They got to go take a Rift Herald, turn that into first tower. The only bad thing is your Kane's not transformed yet, so you're still working on it, but go fight and get your transformation. Go attack a Vi, attack a Thresh, attack a Malphite, wherever it is. That's why I really like going to Herald, because if you're a Herald, you almost guarantee that Malphite will be there. You can.
Although technically, keep in mind, Thresh counts as a ranged champion.
Oh, thank you. I forgot about that.
Thresh.
So even more of a reason that I want to see the next big action topside around this Malphite, around this Rift Herald. At least if I'm thinking about what I'd like to see Pedestrian do. But this is actually a lot of damage coming across from both sides. Going to get the flash away from Youngun, but there's still... Oh, gonna get the ult in and get the turn kill. Youngun saying, not today, and I just hit puberty, everybody.
Yeah, really well played by Youngun. Just waited for the right moment until the Olaf also don't.
Pedestrian going for a ride, taking the ult through the Lantern. Dorian gonna get the kill on Mr. Trifecta. And we're gonna see a flash away from Papa Bear. The slow does connect. Hook gonna land on a Dorian, but I don't know if you want him that close to you. They're just going for the dive. Ignite gonna be dropped early. We should still see Pedestrian live here, and he does.
Yeah, he lives with the help of the Breath of Life as well as the Worm Hugs, and now...
I'm still not convinced that those ability names are real, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It is a very wholesome there are very wholesome ability names, and that's why I love the character.
So I don't know if Pedestrian's pass... I don't think he got his transformation there. I don't think he's waiting, which means... he's in an okay spot. We did see Rift Herald go over to this side of DBG, but I don't know if it matters at this point. I think first tower not going to quite go down. They're not going to be able to make it happen here either, I don't think, because they're a little too low. Got a good amount of gold in their pockets. Yeah, 1,400 on this Jinx. I think that's Kraken Slayer done. They're actually going to stick around, it looks like, which a little surprising.
And then we see a Kraken Slayer being yeah, you're right. The Kraken Slayer is being completed by Caitlyn. So Caitlyn should have a bit of an upper edge here.
I'm more meant Dorian's got it. But we see Pedestrian coming in for play top lane. Here's the play we were looking for. Going to be looking to probably get his Rost form here. This is kind of a, I don't really want to fight. I just want to get my ult form. But they're going to turn it into a fight. Arion is down despite the cease and desist, and that's a huge play there. Hook gonna land.
But under
Nothing
tower.
else coming. It is under tower.
And
That
Kane
should be Rost form.
No, Kane actually went to Shadow Assassin. If you look at the...
Oh, it did. So now he's got to
Ping.
wait the minutes. Okay. I didn't... Can you see that?
Yes, it's on chat.
Ah, yep. Good call. So, a little unfortunate there, but at the end of the day, you still got so much out of that play. It just stinks to have to sit around and wait a little bit for Rost to come, but...
Did you know Rost... You can actually get Rost form faster by attacking the said melee champions. You actually... The timer goes down quicker.
See, this is why I need to play more Kane, because I don't actually know. We do... Oh! The Malphite's gonna miss. Pedestrian gonna get slowed down. Can he still get away? He's gonna choose to maybe fight anyway.
Dodges a lot of
time
ability.
well with the ulti. Can he get another E? No, he gets a Q over the wall. Does he get another E cooldown? He does not.
And Packer Diehard.
Over to Packer Diehard, 2-0. This Xerath kind of doing what I said so far, being really far away, hard to get onto him. Definite win con right now for Dadbod Gaming.
Absolutely. Now we see the Kraken Slayer also being completed on the side of the Dorian as well. So now they are on even footing in the bot lane. A little bit more of an advantage to Jinx, just because Jinx has more movement speed with the boots. Caitlyn, although she has nets, is a little bit overall less mobile than the Jinx at the moment, just because of the boots difference.
Yeah. You could argue that, like, does Caitlyn care about the boots? Like, she outranges everyone. If she's getting attacked by a Rost or an Olaf, they've already lost that fight, because it means the front line's dead. So I don't hate it. Hook not going to land, just fishing a little bit. We do see the Rost form now here out of Pedestrian. This is a rough situation if you're Aruvian, I'm thinking. He is in a 3v1, gonna get the flash over, gonna be able to Q away, but Panda is here. Baby Cage gonna miss not everybody.
Good box.
Crouch Baby Cage coming in. Unstoppable coming in, but Fling Panda is gonna get the ult onto Aruvian, take him down.
A lot of canceled autos.
I love it, because I know it wasn't on purpose. That just was funny to watch. We see the rest of the fight coming down. A Hook gonna land on a Pedestrian, but he's a big old Ross. A little bit of a tricky situation out here, though, for Packer Diehard. Doesn't get the flash out. Gonna be a flash away as well from Necro Guy in the top lane, away from that Malphite ulti. All in all, it's so back and forth here. I think we're in for another barn burner of a game here, Hoagie.
Now this is actually these trades are really looking good for VTC right now. Unfortunately for DBG, DBG does have to shut down this Jinx sooner rather than later, because soon Melio's gonna have access to Shirelles as well to help them get away even faster.
Jinx isn't even what I'm worried about. It's this fucking Ross that's cooking up in this jungle. Already 3-1-5. He's got 100% KP. Pedestrian's playing out of his brains this game. That's what I'm scared about for Dadbod Gaming.
And I think Dadbod Gaming, needs to peel the Kayn away from the Caitlyn. So whether it be Thresh Flay, Thresh Box, Papa Bear did do a pretty good job. Just need to keep that up, perhaps, and then find a way to get onto that Jinx.
The Hook is one way that they can get onto Jinx, but that one's onto the high ground, not onto Dorian. A lot of damage still coming across. Like, that's what I'm saying. This Xerath is gonna do work all game, and you're gonna forget about it, and you're gonna feel like Packer maybe wasn't as involved in this early game, but he's farmed. He's 140 farm, 2 kills. He's got his Ludens. He's got another Rod. This Xerath is definitely in a position to do some work.
I think Xerath will be able to outrange Dorian high ground and be able to poke, and I think that's what they want to do.
Yeah, right
now.
there. Look at that. That's a third of Jinx's health bar from 1 Q from Xerath. Like, so that's why I'm less worried about the Jinx, because you have such long range damage. They're like, even a Jinx, the cuddly campfire or whatever.
Cozy campfire.
But yeah, even the Jinx, like, even with that, it's such a long cooldown that, like, she's not going to be able to outrange forever. But we do see Papa Bear potentially walking into a rough situation. Isn't with the flash away and isn't with the blast going away, but now Aruyan is in for the party. Gonna lantern onto him, but Early ult from Pedestrian onto this Malphite, gonna get a good chunk of his health bar
Oh,
back.
good cage coming in for Panda, and just one shot trifecta.
Oh no!
ADC feeling, honestly, ADC moment.
That was a thanks Rito moment, because he was so far out of that baby cage. He should not have gotten yoinked by that baby cage. But solo kill for Fleeing Panda in the bot lane onto Mr. Trifecta. A little rough for Caitlyn to answer a Vigar, but rougher to have a Malphite answer. I would have liked to see maybe the Xerath be answering the Vigar there. I think it's just a little bit safer on the Xerath because it can wave clear from farther away than the Caitlyn can. And then you don't run the risk of that happening. So
yeah, although I'm not sold on Caitlyn's second item, unfortunately. Going for the, I'm guessing it's the Mortal Reminder. It's actually a Last Whisper item, which Emilio does have decent healing. So does Kayn
and Olaf.
There's a lot of healing. I get it.
I don't hate getting the EXE calling. I think
although
to be fair, I don't know how to build AD carries, so
EXE
I can't really talk about it.
EXE calling is fine, just on its own, because it has 40% Grievous Wound just on that. So you just sit on it, and then you go the standard IE second. That would give you the most amount of damage, most bang for your buck.
Problem is, though, I think the most relevant healing in this game is the Kayn's. Maybe Olaf, but the most relevant is Kayn's, because Olaf kind of heals forever, and so that's Olaf. But Kayn's, if he does it right, he can just stay in whatever tank he decides to ult into until Grievous Wounds goes down, I'm pretty sure. Because it's long enough that Grievous Wounds will go down, and then you still get the full heal out of Kayn. Yes, it helps when he's trying to be a big old beefy tank boy in the front line, but we'll see. We got the Lantern coming in. A nice disengage with the Reaping Slash, I think. I don't know. Fucking Kayn W. Enough health onto the Jinx already. See that poke, that range coming in handy here. Utilizing the Caitlyn, utilizing the Xerath range to try and get themselves onto Soul Point. We do see the TP coming in from Fleeing Panda, and it is going to be a big old TP coming in. The ult comes in, only lands onto the Kayn, but we got a lot of damage coming through.
The ult coming on the Kayn didn't.
We got a shutdown onto Dorian, has area and takes him down in the back line, but we got a lot of fights coming across. This is still a big old Olaf in the front line, just running down Dadbod Gaming. A couple of kills coming back, triple kill for Necro Guy, but Packer Diehard gonna try and get out of the way, gonna get the stun.
Really good flash axe
coming out of Necro Guy, gonna force the flash from Packer Diehard, waiting for another stun maybe, and he will not get it. It's gonna be the ace for VTC. Dragon secured, 2 dragons to 2 dragons. It was so close to a really good fight there.
It was a really good pick coming in from with a cease and desist from the from Arion onto the Jinx, and then Jinx was down. That was really good, but then they forgot about, like you said, the Kayn is actually really scary right now, along with the Veigar, and then Necro Guy just running down with the Olaf. So,
well, the underrated thing about the Kayn, I mean it's underrated, but I think you don't think about it all the time. Interesting that he went Mana Zane on Rost, actually.
Manamune, not Mana Zane. It's not TFT, sir.
Same difference. Potato, tomato. The interesting thing about Kayn is, like, yeah, the Malphite ult was good. Effectively, really only CC'd Pedestrian, who just ulted the Malphite and chilled and waited, and then yoinked out, was full HP again, and all the tools had been used. And yeah, Dorian went down,
but Veigar was still there.
And then Necro Guy went in.
Necro Guy went in. Veigar just kept the Fleeing Panda just had the Veigar cage still up, just controlling the zone of the fight, which was pretty good.
I'd also like it to be said, I think it's hilarious that Necro Guy just builds Jack Show on everything.
In general,
not really, but it's a strong item, and I don't dislike this build. I think give that Olaf a little bit more beefiness. We talked about that. They don't really have a frontliner, like a pure frontliner. He is going to look at Packer. Packer's got no flash. Going to land the stun, but Olaf don't care about no stun. Doesn't get too much duration on it, as he doesn't get the auto attack. Gonna still run him down, but meanwhile, Dorian's getting CC'd up in the bot lane. The Malphite ult coming through is huge on both of the bot laners from VTC. We see a double kill coming over. Papa Bear gonna secure the second one. And all the while, Packers just walked into mid lane. Orion kind of in a baby cage but he's okay.
Huge hook coming
Big
in
pick.
from Papa Bear
I
there.
want to see them going to Dragon right here. Yeah, I know Pedestrian is up, but force the matter. Try and get some kills. You can deal with this Kane if it's a 4v1, 5v1. Yes, you don't have many tools here. You don't have Cease and Desist. You don't have Malphite ulti, so it's a little tricky here. This might actually be too much. Malphite's here to tank it. He can take it forever.
This is actually a little sketchy because Veigar is still there. You can just poke away.
If you lose this, Olaf is primed to take your base. I don't hate this pull off, honestly.
Yeah, you have to.
Hate that.
You have to. The Veigar is just poking from too far away.
And well played by VTC, calling the bluff, saying you're not taking that Baron. And Necroguy just taking that bot lane tier 2. Doesn't mean as much right now, but it's still gold in the pocket. About a 4k gold lead, 4.5k gold lead for the side of VTC. A large amount of that, if I'm not mistaken, is on this Olaf. Yeah, 3,400 on the Olaf. The rest of the difference kind of made up by the 80 carry roll. Interesting, because it's not... Oh, it was first tower, but we got a pick coming in onto Pedestrian. He does have his ulti, and he is going to do this. He's going to do the same play I just said. Oh, but actually I really like that call by Malphite, flashing the Kane into the team, but it's not going to be quite enough as Kane is just way too tanky. First kill of the fight going over to Dorian. Second kill of the fight going to Dorian. Third kill of the fight going over to Pedestrian. 3 for nothing, unless there's a little more damage on the back end, but there is not.
That was a... Ooh.
No, as I said, on the ulti. And this Olaf's just running rampant. There's no flash on this Xerath. Oh, the stun! Oh, Necroguy dominating 6-2 and 2. Baron going over to VTC.
That was a really good...
Might be broken wide open.
That was a really good look from Papa Bear. Unfortunately, Fleeing Panda had the perfect baby cage, so that if he took the hook, the Thresh was gonna get stunned and was doomed if he took the hook, and he did take the hook. So that's a huge shout out to Fleeing Panda there on the Veigar there.
Yeah, hey, turns out y'all Kane's kind of strong right now. I forgot just how strong Kane is.
By the way, sorry.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Fun fact: the Fleeing Panda, the skin that Fleeing Panda is using, the Leprechaun Veigar skin, is actually a massively OP skin because the animation for the cage is very hard to see because it's just a light rainbow hue.
So Fleeing Panda is exploiting things. Got it. Also, General, though, I hear you that's the strongest build on Olaf. I just think it's funny. That's all. I just find humor in it. Kind of like how I find humor that all I fucking play is Jack Show. It's the same idea. Looks like we're going to see Soul Point coming over to VTC. They're taking it kind of slowly. They know everyone's in the area. Objective Bounty going to be picked up for Young. You like to see that. Orion going to go in for the steal. Going to get in there. And he's not going to get the steal. He's probably going to trade his life for it. Cannot get out of the pit before he dies. Packer going to be careful. They could run really fast. Shirelia's, he is going to get away.
Shirelia's warm hugs is not going to be enough.
We see a temporary 4v5 power play, if you will, for VTC. Wait, Trifecta still... Oh, no, now he has boots. I see.
Yeah, he has boots.
He said Mr. Trifecta still no boots. I didn't realize that might have been a while ago. My bad.
Yeah, Trifecta really needs eye-edge right now. Really badly.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think that Mortal Reminder just slowed down the eye-edge too much.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, you just sit on the Executioner's Calling and just buy the eye-edge. Because the Grievous Wound will be the same. The thing about Mortal Reminder is a fine completed item on 80 carry, like third item now, just because it is a Last Whisper item. So if there's not a lot of hell on the enemy team, but it's a lot of healing, it's really good. But
we do see Young going in alone. Does blood the flash and the heal from Dorian, but now he is a single Malphite without flash, without ulti. Still kind of tanky, but Fling Panda says, you built mostly armor mine, Freund, and takes him down. Another kill over to VTC. They're trying to still look. They know Dorian is really low here. If he hits one Xerath Q, Dorian's going to be down. Here it is. Not going to land, but Orion is hunting over the side with Vaultbreaker. Not going to take it.
Doesn't matter, though.
Too much move speed, a little too much Death Ball going on, while Necro doing the Necro thing.
Yeah, the thing about Melio Jinx and why that combination is so strong is because Jinx weakness is like mobility. It's an immobility carry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Melio provides extra range, as well as bigger movement speed, as well as a free cleanse, which is everything AD carry needs, right? Because AD carry can just go like doesn't need to go carry cleanse. You could just carry ghosts or heal or whatever instead of the cleanse. Freeze up the free summoner spell.
Makes sense, and you're seeing it work pretty well. You're still seeing the Packers still problematic on the backside, getting some of this poke in onto Dorian. Probably kept that siege from taking an inhib tower by the poke that he hit on Dorian. The question is, can they get Young Guns and Arians engaged to sync up with the Xerath damage, with the Caitlyn damage, and have Papa Bear there to protect with Lantern and with some good peel. If they can win these team fights. It is not a done deal. There's definitely a win con for DBG.
And you see the Jinx third item being Phantom Dancer combined with Melio's Shirelias as well as Warm Hugs. That Jinx is going to be one speedy girl. Hard to catch.
Responding to a text.
One speedy girl.
All right, so state of the game. Still about a 9k gold lead, or 9k gold lead. You didn't really see too much balloon here in the last little while. Maybe a 1,000 or two. Would have liked to maybe see a little more of a spread from that gold lead from that Baron buff. This is where they're looking for it. They're gonna go bot and maybe make a play here for this inhib. 5-man versus the Malphite. Yeah, this inhib's dead.
Yeah, it's gone.
But they gave up a little bit of Baron pressure to do so, and by Baron pressure I mean the vision of it.
Well, they're forced back. They're all forced back now, though.
Lane.
They're all forced back,
yeah. Reset. Gonna go into the Baron play. Baron is spawning in 40 seconds, so they have time to get over there. Have time to reclaim vision. Looks like, unfortunately, Rift Scuttle was not up yet, so they'll have time to take that. Secure that they can keep vision, or they can just look at Soul here in 50 seconds. They got two options, probably both options if you're being honest. So, gonna see a reset come off, spend the gold.
You know what I would personally like to see, would have loved to see personally, is a cheese bush, because like, if you bush camp, because they're expecting, oh, we need to get this dragon, they're gonna get Soul, they're gonna walk into enemy vision, and then they're just gonna. But it doesn't matter.
Across. They do blow the Olaf ult early and he runs away. This is a tool that is not going to be up for this Soul fight. Teleport also coming in already for Fling Panda into the pit. We have ourselves a good old-fashioned 5v5 standoff. But already the hook coming in onto Trifecta. He is going to live with Flash Heal, but he is out of this fight for all intents and purposes. And you got to worry about a minion wave coming in the bot side.
But huge
the ult coming in on the 3 from... I don't know names. Young Gun shut down early on the Dorian. He is out of this fight. The rest of the fight is coming across. Arian is taken down. I am the high ground. Baby Cage round 2. The damage is dead if they can get this Kane, who is on the backline. Going to kill Mr. Perfecta. Going to ult in onto Papa Bear. And it is a lot of kills coming across now for the side of VTC. They turn around the engage again with that time that Kane can stall as Ross. It just turns the tide of this fight. This is at least Soul. Probably also Baron, if not the end of the game. And a 2-0 for VTC.
Oh my god, the Kane and the Olaf,
you were talking up the Jinx. I told you it was the Kane to be worried about in this game, man. Pedestrian's done so much work in these team fights. 7-1 and 13. Man is huge. And playing very, very well. Only person in the game with more gold than him is his Olaf in the top lane. And that's only by 600.
You know, as a bot laner, I look at this and if I was, I'm terrified. Oh god, I stand corrected.
You could probably say that VTC probably could have ended that game and just ignore the dragon, but I don't hate them just securing it, secure the tools to win on the next round of plays. You didn't have Dorian there, so I understand playing it slow. Aurelion looking to get in a cheeky position, does have the sweeper proc. I don't think they know that he is there. He does not have flash. He is not going to get there in time. There's no way. It's just
No.
gone. And you think he was waiting on his Q cooldown, just didn't quite have it in time to get in to get that Baron. This is where, ideally, if you're VTC, you just go, you got supers in mid, supers in bot, go 5-man top, and end this game cleanly at this rate.
And we see Last Whisper on the Jinx, as well as the Zeke's convergence on the Milio.
I'll be honest, I still don't know what Milio does, or like what even is.
I don't particularly.
Other than a young child, that's all I know.
Makes you faster, gives you range, and has a free AOE cleanse.
Yeah, this is why we lost when we played it. I didn't know what the hell it did.
That's okay. And now we're looking. We'll see. I think they could just, with the Baron pressure, we could just end the game. Or yeah,
I would have liked to see him go 5 top instead of this 1-1-3. But
I mean,
reality is, Baron,
they have Baron buffs. I think you could just end through bot.
It's true. If you're playing for the safe play here, though, the safe play is 5-man top. Oh, a lot of damage. Did not have vision to be able to pop the ulti onto Aurion there. He probably would have died. A little unlucky, but lucky for Aurion as he keeps his life. Gets his back stopped by a stray Hextech Soul, whatever the hell it's called, Chain Lightning or something.
Static Shiv!
Yeah, the Static Shiv proc. Oh, Baby Cage onto Papa Bear. He's gonna be dead here. Oh, the Locket gonna save his life. Well played by Papa Bear. Staying alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Staying alive.
I saw what you did there. I saw.
Big ult coming in from Young Gun. Got a lot of stuff coming on early onto Dorian. He's taken super low. He's dead again, but again, that's still not the person that matters in these fights, as it is this pedestrian coming in huge. He's just instantly back to full HP. Gets another kill. 10, 1, and 14. Triple kill for pedestrian. Kayn, huh? Kayn looking like a good character, y'all.
Kayn, like, oh boy. I play against.
Seeing a Kayn meta in BMA LCS?
I've been destroyed by too many Kayns. Too much trauma.
We got a clean 2-0 there from VTC. Second game a little less clean than the first one. First one was a game that happened. And I don't know who got MVP from that one. Probably Necro Guy, because...
I don't think the MVP poll was made, so I will make MVP poll for...
Just give the first one to Necro Guy. Dude was 8-0-1 on Mordekaiser. 1v4'd, like...
Okay.
Come on.
I'm down with that.
But we can talk about game 2.
I will give it to... I think I'll give it to Pedestrian.
I mean...
Yeah.
10-1 and 14, that's...
I mean, controlled tempo very well.
However... You
can't give a shout out to Necro Guy as well.
I think I had a 14-1 Olaf Udyr game, and I lost it to a Vygar. So, turnabout's fair play. We could just give it to Panda, and then say junglers don't matter. No, I'm just fucking. It's pedestrian. Dude played out of his brains. Ended up with the most gold on the team, with a lot. 16k, almost 4k above everyone else on DBG. 10-1-14. Sick ganks, sick counter ganks, good macro pressure.
Bot lane just scaled as well, which was nice.
Yeah. Packer put in work from that Xerath position, just wasn't able to quite put out enough DPS to really threaten the pseudo front line of VTC. He kind of had the tanky Olaf and the Ross there as like a makeshift full tank. It just wasn't quite enough, so... Well played to VTC. I believe we got the poll out there, so go do the voting thing. Go.
I just put it out in chat. We currently have 2 votes per Pedestrian.
Well, I bet they're both of us.
Yeah, they're probably the 2 of us.
Alrighty.
Alright, it seems to be 3 votes per Pedestrian now.
You get to call it. I'm not. My brain off.
All right, I will.
still no score in the Guardians game. 0-0 in the bottom
General
of the second.
Dill types, I'm gonna break the mold, and then gives a vote to I Am the High Ground, who did play very well. Really good interrupts with the ultra mega fire kick. The one instance that I remember was kicking away the Caitlyn that was being
that
weathered.
was sick. That was a good one. That was a really cool play.
So that was a cool play. That was a good play, and also good use of the of the Breath of Life as well. So yeah, well played. Necro guy got a vote as well. I'm probably going to call it in the next minute or so. So.
So how's Hoagie?
I am great. I just got out of work. I am hungry though. I want to go get food.
I for work have to sometimes order pizza for my staff's programming, and sometimes they order from Papa John's.
Nice.
And I order on my Papa John's account, but I use like our company card.
Mm-hmm.
But I still get points.
And now it's 10.
So today, I got a large pizza for $3.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
And I split it with some of my staff members, but
nice.
Sometimes it's the little things that get you through the day.
I feel that. And then we see the 3 votes to 1 on everyone except the Dorian. So I'm just gonna call it and just give the MVP to Game 2 to Pedestrian 1379.
The sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit. Alright, I'm gonna call it here so that I can go eat food, no interview. Sorry, folks, for people who are looking forward to doing that.
What do you mean? You don't want to do an interview? You don't want me to ask interview questions of the game I played in? That wouldn't be weird at all.
No, you're good. Well, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Go Guardians.